at a barn. I'm sorry I wasn't able to be there for your guys' horse clinic there. I was sick and I didn't want to get you guys sick. So we're going to go over some of the things that we would have talked about had I been there. So the first thing is how I approach a horse, how we pick up a foot, and kind of what the farrier stance might be. A lot of times as a vet tech or a vet assistant, you may be asked to pick out a foot. You may be asked to pull a shoe, and we'll go over that in a minute. But the first thing I start with is how do we pick up a foot, and then how do we kind of hold that position as a farrier. So I'm going to come up here and I'm going to pet him kind of at the shoulder. That's kind of a good central spot to just kind of check in with him. And then I'm going to run my hand down the side of the leg. And I'm just going to lean into him a little bit and ask him to give me his foot on the back of the cannon bone. Okay, I'm going to reach for the toe. The toe is a great grab position, particularly on the hind limb, but also on the front. And if any of you guys were basketball players and you had to do dribble drills between your legs, that's what we're going to kind of envision today. So I'm going to kind of pass the limb around here behind my leg, and then I'm going to hold it and pinch it right between just above my knees, just in that little soft spot right above your knees. And then we're going to think snowplow. So we're going to use our sports analogies today. So if you were a skier and you were going to do snow plowing to stop your skis where your toes are kind of pointed into the middle, that's going to help you pinch at the knees. And then we want to sit up nice and tall and straight with our back so we're supporting our back. But that's the basic position on the front limb, and I'll show you again then for the hind limb too. Okay? So we're going to pass it back through and then carefully set the foot down. For the hind limb, I'm going to run my hand down his back just so I can see if there's any spots that might be sensitive or tender. Helps me kind of figure out what's going on. Same concept. Now, when I do that, I'm not going to be back here. If he decided he was uncomfortable and he wanted to kick me, that's a kick spot. Oh, thanks, McKinley. Thank you, buddy. He says, I know what you're headed for. So I'm going to stand back here a little bit so that if he was going to kick me, then I'm in a safer position. The best positions to be in are either right up close to the horse or way away from the horse, as opposed to right kind of in the middle, where if they're going to kick, that's where it's going to be the strongest strike point. So we're going to repeat. We're going to just touch him here on the hip. Okay, run our hand down. He's already waiting for me. I'm going to reach forward and I'm going to reach for that toe. And as soon as I have that toe, then I can start bringing the foot back. I'm going to use a knee to help guide me. Okay, and then this foot kind of rests, same thing. Rests there up against my inner thigh, and then we can go ahead and pick. Okay, I'm going to use my knife and then the back side of my knife to pick a foot, and I'm going to go back on either side here. Actually, maybe you can squeak in here with the video a little bit better so you can see our points. Oh, we lost a keyboard on my Kindle there. We're going to pick on either side of the frog. Okay? Pick on either side of the frog, clean out that sulcus in there. Okay, so we can get going and get everything clean so we can see what we're dealing with. Okay, and that's going to be step one. We'll kind of show you the rest of that here in just a minute. In order for me to put that foot down, I'm going to grab my toe again. I'm going to back myself up, and then I'm going to carefully, I'm going to carefully set his foot down. Okay, Ash, that's the first one.